Hey y'all, welcome to Unboxing Discovery by G. My name is Gina and we're road tripping, and while I am on this 4-hour long drive of road tripping to keep myself awake, I have decided that we are going to do story times. So I am trying to think of as many different stories and things I can tell you about me so that you can know me better and we can spend some time together, and it is a video that I don't have to buy anything for, so yay for that. All right, so I was driving along and I went past the park and it made me think of my little doggie. Now I know a lot of you have thought, oh, she's a dog groomer, but she has 3 cats and she doesn't have a dog. Why does this girl not have a dog? Well, there is a very good reason why I do not have a dog. I had what I call my soulmate puppy, and there's a pretty cute story behind it, so I thought I would tell you the story of my Narnar. Her real name was Anara Jacqueline, and she was my heart and soul little shadow fur puppy, kind of like what Callie is, but I think I was way more attached to her because I could take her with me everywhere. Dogs you can travel with, cats not so much. Well, all right, so I had been asking my hubby for a dog for the longest time. We didn't have any pets for the first several years of our marriage. And I wanted a companion. I wanted a puppy. And, you know, we would, go around to little fairs and things, and we would see, and this was back before the doodle craze really hit. It was just starting up right about then, where you started seeing where they were mixing all kinds of different dogs with poodles. And so you had the Labradoodles popping up, the Shih Tzus and Yorkie Poos and all kinds of different poodle doggies. Well, my husband hates poodles. But we saw it was a Maltipoo, and we actually thought it was a stuffed animal because it was laying on top of a table. It was laying down so still, and it was just so cute. We thought it was a stuffed animal. And, we asked the lady about it, and she's like, oh, that's my dog, and, just pat him. Or I think it was a her. And we realized that was a real living dog, and it was so cute. So that didn't help. I wanted a puppy. My husband said no. Well, my dad at that point in time raised meat rabbits. Now, meat rabbits are a larger version of a rabbit. They have more meat on them. They are mainly raised for food. And that's what he was doing. Hang on. Got a little bit of a view here. And that's what he was doing. He was raising these to sell as meat or to eat them. Well, one of them was so cute, I just could not stand the thought of it being eaten. It had a little smudge nose, and y'all know how I love the little smudge nose. So I am wanting this rabbit now. Oh, Daniel, we can't let anything bad happen to this rabbit. It has to have a good full life. Can't we have the rabbit? He hasn't had a pet since his ferret, that was the oldest ferret anyone had ever seen, passed away. That's a whole nother story. And he's like, well, okay, you can have the rabbit. And I said, now, don't let me have the rabbit if you're going to let me have a puppy. And he said, no, you can have the rabbit. So we bring the rabbit home. I got this 2-story ferret cage that's huge. We make that into a rabbit cage for this little rabbit. It's a black and white rabbit. I'll see if I can find a picture of it somewhere to put on here. I don't know if I can find pictures that old or not. Well, anyway, not even a year later, maybe 6 months later, my papa has some puppies, and they're feist puppies. Now, feist is a rat terrier mixed with a Jack Russell terrier. So they're jack rats, it's a mixture of 2 little doggies, short hair, short fur, little doggies. And Daniel tells me one of my friends Now, these are my papa's puppies, my father's puppies. The mother was actually, at the time, my uncle's girlfriend. And the father doggie's name was John F. for John F. Kennedy. Papa liked Kennedy. And that's why she was named Jacqueline. Well, anyway, so Daniel tells me, he's like, one of the girls at work wants one of these puppies. She wants you to go and take pictures of all these puppies so she can pick one out. And I'm like, oh, good, I get to go play with the puppies, and take pictures. That's me. That's, all right up my alley. Did not think a thing of it. So we're at my papa's and with these puppies, and I'm petting them and looking at them, and there's one, they're black and white. There was one that half of its face was black and the other half was white, and they were so cute. Well, every time I went to pick these puppies up, this one little puppy wanted to be, it just gravitated towards me. And, I was looking at the other ones because they were cute. They had this pattern, they had that pattern. Well, I was looking back through the pictures. Every single picture I took had that one particular puppy in it. And so I'm holding the puppy. We're sitting on the back porch. My papa was across from me. My mama's sitting up there. My mom and dad are there. Daniel's there. And he says, well, is that the one you want? And it took me a good 3 minutes to figure out what he was telling me. And I just broke out bawling. I'm staring at my papa and I am crying these big crocodile tears. I'm tearing up just thinking about it. Of course, my papa has passed now. Because I had no idea that he was going to let me take home one of these puppies that meant so much to me, because I had been begging and he had let me have the rabbit, so I didn't think he would let me have a puppy. And, it had not even occurred to me he was going to let me take one of these puppies home with me. So I was just so in shock and so in love, and I did not part with that puppy after that. But I always say she chose me because she was in every picture. She would come to me, come crawling to me. She wanted me. Now, she was the only one out of the litter that survived. All the other puppies, something got wrong with them, something happened, they all passed away. And Narnar lived to be 11 years old. And I was hoping she would live longer, but she ended up getting fluid around her heart. So she would gain so much fluid that she would practically double in size. We were having to get the fluid drained off of her once a week. It was so hard, so devastating, because I took her to work with me. I took her on trips with me. She slept in the bed with me. If I went in the bathroom, she went in the bathroom. If I was on the couch, she was on the couch. I mean, she was literally everywhere I was. And it devastated me when I knew it was time. And I was struggling so hard. I knew it was time for her to be put down, but I could not handle making that decision. So she decided for me. She was laying in my lap and she started gasping for air. It was so hard to watch. And now I do think back and wish that I had let her have a more peaceful passing. But I was with her. She was with me. I cried. I had her cremated. She sits on my dresser, and I have a necklace with some of her ashes in it. So she is never too far from me. But it has been 5-6 years, and I am still not over that dog. We waited several years before the cats started showing up. We waited several years before the cats started showing up, and we ended up adopting all 3 of our kitties, Callie, Bonnie, and Meow Meow. And I mean, I've always had dogs in my life because I have my sister's dogs, I have my dad's dogs, I have my groom dogs that I call my groom babies. They are my babies because I groom them. I am their auntie. So I still have dogs in my life, and my bestie's dogs and neighbor dogs, and but I probably will not get another dog until some of the cats are no longer with us, which is going to be several years. So if you ever wonder, that is my story. And my mother has a similar story about a beagle. By the way, that beagle saved me from a snake one time. And that was her soulmate puppy, the one she bonded with the most. I don't know though, Biscuit. She's bonded with Biscuit pretty good. That's our current doggie. But yeah, who's your soulmate puppy or kitty? Comment below. Let me know. Did you like story times? I want to hear everything. You know the drill. I'm not going to go through the spill. Comment, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed story time while we're road tripping. Y'all have a wonderful day, and God bless.